Hey guys, and welcome back to another video on the Simple Car Guy channel. In this video we're going to be changing the oil and replacing the filter on my BMW 550. Since this car is a V8, it takes a lot of oil, so make sure you have enough before you start. You don't want to be just buying one of these, as you're definitely going to need more than 5 quarts. Some people may ask, why would you do this yourself and not just take it to a shop? Well, first of all, it's going to be a little bit cheaper. I paid about $23 per, so about $50 including the filter, instead of about 180 from the dealer or 120-30 from an independent shop. Another huge reason for me is that I know what oil I'm putting in. I don't want, some kind of oil from a barrel or whatever that they use, a generic type of oil. I pick my own oil, I know what I like, so that's what I'm gonna use. And of course, as a car enthusiast, I just want to do my own maintenance. This way I know what goes into the car, what comes out of the car, and I don't have to rely on anybody else. I'm gonna try to make it as quick and easy to follow, so let's get to the video. Step 1, check up your car. You should never trust your jack completely, so I put a tire under there and a jack under this lifting point under the engine. It's not actually holding the vehicle, but just in case the jack would fail, this would rest on top of the jack instead of crashing down on you. So it's just gotta be a little extra safe. If you do have one of those extra long jacks, I would use that and then just lift the car from the front from that jacking point. This is the jack that I'm talking about. I guess they're called trolley jacks. If you have one of those, that's awesome. I don't. And these are the lifting points that are safe for the car. I don't recommend lifting from any other point under the vehicle. Once your car is secure, all you're gonna need is one of these oil pan bucket thingies. It was like $4 at Harbor Freight. Always make sure you're using the right socket. So for this oil pan, it's gonna be an 8mm. I just put that on the ratchet, and there it is. You will get some on your hands. There it is. And just let it drain. All right, so now that our oil is drained, we're gonna replace this washer. It comes with the filter. So when you buy the filter, you get the washer as well. And we're gonna put it back on the oil pan in the car, torquing it to 40 Newton meters. I put it in by hand thus far. And there it is, it clicked. Don't go any further. The crusher washer did its job, and that's it. So it's a day later, and now that I have the right tool, I'm gonna take off the oil filter housing. Turns out you need a special tool. It's a 86mm by 16 flutes or 16 sides. They don't normally sell those at like AutoZone and those kind of shops. So you gotta order one on Amazon. So add this to your shopping list before you start the job. It only took a day on Amazon to get it delivered, so not so bad. All right, so I put the tool onto the filter, and I'm just gonna take it off. I have the oil pan drain bucket right here, just in case more oil comes out, and we're just gonna go for it. Oh, it's actually very easy. I don't think it was tightened that well. That's not good, and this is why we do it at home, boys. Here's the filter. All right, so I just removed the filter from the filter housing. As you can see, there's no writing on this side, just like here, and there's writing on that side. Flip it around. As you can see, there's a little bit of writing, so it's exactly the same thing. I'm gonna put this, whatever this is, back in here. That goes in kind of hard, so you gotta push it in. There you go, now it's in. So you just take the filter and make sure this side is up. That goes in, clips in. This is gonna be your, what goes to the top of the engine. Tip, it's held in. Now that you have your filter in the housing, you have to replace the gasket that's on this filter housing. So just take that off.
the old one, and the new one should come with your filter. So we're gonna put that one on. I'm using this hook tool just because it makes it a little bit easier, but you don't have to. There we go. Make sure it's lubricated, so just kind of put a little bit of oil on it so it makes a good seal. That's it. Now we're ready to put it back in the car. All right, we're back under the car with a new filter. Just gonna put that back in. Start tightening it by hand. Get my tool. Okay, it's more or less tight by hand. Now we're gonna get our torque wrench. So now that I got my torque wrench, I set it to 40 pound-feet of torque. And there you go, it clicked. And there it is. That's it, we're done under the vehicle. Let's go put the oil back in. All right, now that we have drained the oil, replaced the filter, put everything back together, put all the new gaskets and O-rings. We're just gonna pour some oil back in. This car takes about 9 quarts. So we're gonna start with a little funnel. Makes it a little bit easier so you don't spill as much. And I'm using this full synthetic Valvoline, not really sure how to pronounce it, 5W30. I found it to be a really good oil for a decent price. It was about $23 on Amazon. So I think that's a pretty good deal. All right. Just slowly start pouring it in. All right, that's the first 5 quarts. Here's my second bottle. I'm gonna put about 3 quarts in and then check the oil level in the car and just kind of add a little more if I need to. Since the car takes about 9 quarts, I don't think I drained all of them. I'm sure there's some left in the car somewhere. So I'm gonna start with 8 and then kind of go from there as the car tells me if it needs more oil or not. You don't want to overfill these engines. All right, so I have about 2 quarts left in here, a little bit less than 2. So I put in about 8, 8.5. Let's go start the car and get the oil level. So here's what you do. You press start. It tells you that the service is due. You gotta wait until all of the bongs and everything goes away. So wait for that to go away before you do anything. Okay, now you just press this tech reset button and hold until something shows up. There you go, you get your engine oil reset. Press and hold one more time. Asking you if you want to reset. Press and hold one more time. And just wait until that progress bar finishes. There you go. Reset. All done. Now if you go into the iDrive system, you can clearly see that it has been reset to 11,000 miles. I definitely wouldn't follow that recommendation. I change my oil 5, maybe 7,000 if I'm being lazy, but no more than 5,000 miles is what I would recommend. Do as I say, not as I do. Now the only thing that's left to do is to actually measure the oil and make sure we put the right amount in. I took the car for a short drive, didn't drive aggressively. Just wanted to warm it up so it's a operating temperature, otherwise it's not going to let you measure. These cars don't have dipsticks, which is really annoying, but something you have to deal with. So we're just going to start the measurement and see what it tells us. As you can see, the car revs up the engine, does its thing. I'll just fast forward through this so you don't have to watch this. Alright, so as you can see, I should add a little bit more oil. So I'm going to go ahead and add maybe about 2 more quarts. I'll just fast forward through
so
this
I can get to that maximum level. But that's about it. Thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate you liking and commenting.